Okay, so this is the palmar surface of the hand. This is the left hand, right? As you can see, this is the thumb and this is the digit minimi, right? So this is the palmar surface of the hand. As in the dorsum of the hand there was dorsal carpal arch. Now in the palmar surface of the hand there is superficial palmar arch, right? And there is deep palmar arch. There is deep palmar arch and superficial palmar arch. You have to keep it in mind that you can see this is our ulnar artery. This is ulnar artery. And here is our radial artery. Okay, as they are going up, they give a superficial arch here, and I have represented another arch in dotted manner, dear friends, dotted manner. And this dotted manner representation shows that it is deep, it is present deep in the hand, in the palm, right? So look carefully. This is our ulnar artery and this is radial artery, and this arc which is separating from radial and ulnar artery, this arc is called the superficial arch. Superficial arc, right? And this arc which is present in dotted manner, this is called the deep palmar arch. And same is the case for here, superficial palmar arch, right? So radial artery and ulnar artery in the palmar surface of the hand gives off two arches. The one which I have represented here, which is darker, this is the superficial, and the one which is present in dotted manner, this is present deep in the palmar surface, right? So this is called deep palmar arch, and then there is superficial palmar arch. Now look, from deep palmar arch, it's so simple. From deep palmar arch, there are deep arteries, right? Deep small branches. So they are going to the palm, they are present in the palm, right? And they are going to the metacarpals. So that's why we call them deep palmar metacarpal arteries, or simply we call them palmar metacarpal branches, right? And where are they? Look, you can see, I will show you in the camera. This dotted representation shows the deep palmar artery, and from this deep palmar artery there are arteries which I have represented in dotted manner, and these are present deep in the hand, deep in the palm, right? That's why we call them, they are separating from this deep palmar arch, and that's why they are present in the palmar surface. That's why we call them palmar metacarpal branches, right? So what are these? These are the palmar metacarpal arteries, right? Palmar metacarpal arteries. So it's so simple. Deep palmar arch gives palmar metacarpal arteries. Okay, very good. Now let's name these branches. From superficial palmar arch, you can see these branches are separating. Look, these, which I have made them darker, right? They are represented in darker manner. So these are the branches of the superficial palmar arch, right? So these are called the, right, these are separating from superficial palmar arch in the palm. That's why we call them common palmar digital arteries, right? They are the common palmar digital arteries, right? Why are they called common? Because each of them is supplying blood to the digits, right? So look, we call them common palmar digital arteries. Now moving further forward, this is common palmar digital artery, this is common palmar digital artery, this one is also common palmar. So all of them which I have represented, which are the branches of superficial palmar artery, they are the common palmar digital arteries, right? These are the common palmar digital arteries. Okay, then after it, these common palmar digital arteries, as you can see, they have given two branches here. So as they are present in the palmar surface and they are going to the digits, so we call them proper palmar digital arteries, right? So what are these arteries? These are the proper palmar digital arteries, right? So listen to one thing, dear friends. Look, from the palmar surface, the blood supply of the fingers or digits is the proper palmar digital arteries. And from the dorsal side, the blood supply to the fingers, I have written here, dorsal digital arteries. So dorsal digital arteries from dorsum of the hand and proper palmar digital arteries from the palmar surface of the hand, they supply blood to the fingers or digits, right? So what we can say, let's collect our lecture in the dorsum, in the palmar surface of the hand, there is radial artery and ulnar artery giving branches, which is superficial arch and deep arch. From deep arch there is palmar metacarpal arteries, and from superficial arch there are common palmar digital arteries, and from common palmar digital arteries there are proper palmar digital arteries which are going to the fingers and supplying blood to the digits from the palmar surface. And from dorsal surface there are dorsal digital arteries. Now one thing extra which we should know, that you can see this diagram, and this diagram represents only this finger, right? Or this or any one of them. Look carefully. This is the dorsum of the finger, right? So this dorsum is supplied by dorsal digital artery. So you can see dorsal digital artery is coming, and this is the proximal phalanx, right? It is coming up to the proximal phalanx or proximal phalange, right? So on the dorsum of the hand, on the dorsum of the finger, the middle and distal phalanx region is supplied by this proper palmar artery. Look friends, it's a little bit confusing, but I'm going to clear it. Look, this artery is in the palmar surface of the hand, right? This is in the palmar surface of the finger. So this artery should be called as the proper palmar digital artery, isn't it? This is proper palmar digital artery, as it is present in the palmar surface and it is going to the finger. So proper palmar digital artery. So from this artery, look carefully, from this artery two branches separate here and go to the dorsum of the hand like this, okay, like this, and from this side also. Clear? So here is the middle phalanx, here is the distal phalanx. So the distal and middle phalanges or phalanx are supplied by proper palmar digital arteries in all fingers, right? And the dorsal digital artery comes like this up to here, right? So the dorsal digital artery comes up to here, right, up to the proximal phalanx, and the distal and middle phalanges or phalanx are supplied by proper palmar digital artery, gives branches and they come to the dorsal surface like this, and they supply the forward or the middle and distal phalanx, right? So this was a little bit confusing point which I have cleared, right? Now This was about the blood supply of the hands, my dear friends, in the dorsum of the hand and in the palmar surface of the hand. So I hope we have cleared all the blood supply of the hand, of the upper limbs. So I started from the subclavian artery, the branches of subclavian artery, the branches of axillary artery, the branches of brachial artery, the branches of radial and ulnar artery, and all the branches which are present in the hands, and we have covered it up to the fingers or digits. So this was about the blood supply of the upper limb. Now we will next record lectures regarding the blood supply of the lower limbs, and so on. We will go and supply blood to all parts of the body, and we will also start the venous system, inshallah. So be with us. If you like our lectures, please subscribe our channel and share the videos with your friends, and write your views in the comment section to me also. Till then, see you next time. Bye.